Hello everybody, welcome to Patch Notes 3.2.0 or the Stranger Things release. It's finally here, Chapter 13, and there's a lot to cover, but essentially for $12 you can now pick up Stranger Things, 2 survivors and 1 killer, Nancy and Steve and the Demogorgon. I'm just gonna go through here and talk about the updates here. I'm kinda in the way, but you know, you just gotta deal with it. Excuse me. Still got a slight cough behind, but we'll get through it. So there's 2 new status effects to cover real fast before we jump into it. That is Undetectable and Oblivious. Undetectable removes the terror radius. The red stain can't have your aura revealed. It does not trigger the jump scare sound effect, and you'll see the side effect as if you're invisible. This essentially means that you're not detectable other than them physically seeing you, which affects a lot of add-ons and perks and everything. Not add-ons, but perks. It affects perks. Like Borrowed Time cannot activate unless you're within the terror radius. So if they don't have one, you can't activate Borrowed Time. This also goes for killer perks that rely on the terror radius. If you have no terror radius, perks that rely on it do not work. Keep that in mind. Oblivious is the exact opposite. It's when the survivor can't hear the terror radius. That's it. That specific survivor cannot hear the terror radius. So when they're affected by Oblivious, that's all it does. But that does the same thing as if the killer didn't have a terror radius. If the survivor is not affected by it, that means perks are also not affected by it. This also means Borrowed Time, Coulrophobia, you know, distressing, all that kind of stuff. That's it. So, if you see that you're afflicted with Oblivious as a survivor, which is the guy covering his eyes, you can't hear terror radius and no perks affect it. Same thing for killer. If you're undetectable, you do not have terror radius. But that obviously applies to all survivors. So 3.2 patch notes bring in the fact that Oblivious and Undetectable are now given to Demogorgon and the Nightmare. So Freddy's got, I would say it's a buff and a nerf. So if you're trying to use certain perks as Freddy, it's not going to work when they're sleeping, because that's for Freddy. He sleeps. We'll get back to that later. But keep that all in mind. They added the new characters, so that's their party management. So party management, now they've added individual rooms, which is an awkward thing they said they couldn't do without dedicated servers, but we don't have dedicated servers and they did it, so props on them for getting that done after 3 years. That was the thing. Essentially now when you disconnect out of a game, if you were in a party, it puts you all back together. It has an in-game friends list that it takes from, and it's slightly easier to invite friends. It's a little buggy right now. I've had it destroy my game several times where I couldn't lobby matchmake anymore. It wouldn't allow people in. I had to reset Steam to get it to work. There were several problems for me on PC with it, but it, for the most part, is functioning well when it chooses to work. So Balance, Nightmare, like I said, was given the Oblivious status for survivors that fell asleep. So now his sleeping has a second function. This means that Borrowed Time cannot work if you're sleeping. That's really it. So miscellaneous gameplay changes, increase the amount of perks available in player Blood Web starting at level 40. What this means is essentially it's going to take less time to level your characters to all perks, because I believe now you get a total of 4 perks to choose from and you can pick 2. Haven't tested it myself, so I can't tell you exactly how that works, but that's what I've been told, so that's what I'll pass on. They added Obsessions get 2 new scoring categories. If they die or escape, they get an additional 1,000 blood points. Health bars, like bleed out effects and time on the hook, have a glow effect when they're paused. Debuff icon for the Trapper's Honing Stone. Similar to Trapper's Honing Stone when affected by Nightmare's red paintbrush, swinging change, jump rope, and outdoor rope add-ons. I believe that is indicating above the bars for your actions. Yeah. Adjust the distance in which players hear the entity window blocker audio from 16 to 8 meters. I'm assuming that's to try to trick survivors into not being able to notice that a window got blocked. That's technically a buff to Bamboozle. They reworked some hair on Meg's game set match head customization, so her headpieces have been changed slightly. But just dynamic animation on the ponytail for Meg. Seems like a lot of Meg changes for her art. And same with Jake's sharp mustache. Okay. Left Behind and Dark Sense got their changes. Essentially now Left Behind is not a perk designed to get a generator done as the final survivor. Instead, it reveals to you the trapdoor if it's in the radius of you, if you're the final survivor. Dark Sense now always triggers on every generator, regardless of who finishes it. Dying Light now is kind of reworked. I've already talked about it before in my PTB discussion, but essentially, every time you hook someone that is not the Obsession, everybody who is not the Obsession gets a debuff to their Repair, Healing, and Sabotage for as long as the Obsession is alive. You kill your Obsession, you lose Dying Light. Tons of bug fixes along the way. Not going to read any of them because there's way too much. Because that is a lot. Balances for the Demogorgon. A lot of people were wondering if they were going to nerf Demogorgon, which I guess technically they did. They added about a quarter of a second onto the overall recovery time for both missed and hit attacks. Demogorgon cannot attack or charge during the canceling of his attack or charge. So, excuse me, if you charge it up and you cancel it, you cannot attack during the cancel animation. You have to wait till you're fully prepped for it. They increase the distance at which the portal can be must be placed from the exit, which used to be just placed 1 meter, and you must be 4 meters away. That way they don't get stuck at the trying to destroy your teleportation thing before opening the door. Anything else important? Surge was changed from 24 meters to 32 meters, and its effects from 12 to 8%. Overall, I think the idea of increasing the range it affects is good, but losing the regression effect down to 8%, that's a nasty hit. I would take the 24 meters, but it is what it is. So they changed some of his add-ons, and the Underground Complex they made a couple of changes to. You can read those right there. Here's the big thing. There is apparently word that they are already hotfixing Demogorgon's ability to now, at base, break pallets when he normally needs to have the ultra rare add-on to break pallets, and they're gonna rework that. So that's, I guess, the thing that's coming. That is a rumor. I don't have confirmation on that. Here are all the bugs. Dear God, there's a lot of them. The reason I don't cover the bugs is just because there's so goddamn many fixes, and then there's a whole bunch of things that broke. But right now we're gonna jump into the game of Demogorgon, talk about him, how I feel about him, and actually give you my full-on thoughts of everything about this update. I'll see you all in game. I would sing it, but it caught me off guard. I was eating my baked flaming hot Cheetos. I'm sorry. Now I had to cough. Alright, we're good. Anyways, welcome to the Demogorgon. Let's break him down for you. Demogorgon is a very simple killer. He, I saw someone, did I? No, crazy, it's a rock. He has 2 abilities. He has a Shred, which is this lunge attack, and then he's got a teleport. So he sets down a thing like a hag, and it's inactive at first. But while standing on it, you can teleport to the other one and call it a day. Just check this. When teleporting to another one, like so, you open it up, which then serves its secondary function. As you charge your lunge, you get a heartbeat. That heartbeat means somebody was there. So we're going back. So let's check again. They're still there. They're working on it. They can't see me or hear me coming. No, they can see me. Just can't hear me. Well, they got ruin and a generator. Ouch. That's hot damn bad. Here's the lunge. Charge it. Easy dodge. Good job. But I didn't want to hit her. I just kind of used it to catch up. Because if you do hit it, it does not give you stacks of save the best for last. So I'm trying to not use it. There's an achievement for knocking him down. Other than that, it's gotten like no real like cooldown or anything. And there's someone, am I right? Oh, I thought she was closer. Dude, that's sprint burst, yo. So what this means is if we find our obsession, we actually could use the lunge to prevent losing stacks. Which is really useful. It is a scary technique, but it cannot break pallets without the add-on right now. And so let me give you my thoughts about Demogorgon. Let me break the truth down. Demogorgon's not a bad killer by any means. He's just kind of like another killer, you know? He's good, like a lot of other killers are. And he does things like a lot of other killers do. And because of that, he gets a lot of stuff done. Now we're gonna pretend to walk past here. And yes, we caught you. I knew you were there. I'll save the best for last. Get your work done. Now, do I want a lunch? Yes, I do. The problem with the lunge is you just gotta make a sharp left or right when he charges up. He opens his mouth when he's about to do it. Someone's on the inside, so we know someone's going back over there. Portal's not active, so they don't know it's there. It's invisible. We're teleporting to it while they make the save. And hello, I'm back. So that is the obsession. Not looking for her, don't care. They dropped the pallet, waste that. The other thing about the lunge is you cannot turn it left or right. You're pretty much, it's a very straight shot, very narrow attack. If she's got decisive, that helps me. But she does not, so I'm okay with that. I'm gonna use, I haven't used Pop Goes the Weasel yet, and I really should. So yellow traps are, ooh, they can disable your teleporters, which is fine. Really should be making sure that I use my Pop Goes the Weasel. 2 generators. He's not a bad killer. I like Demogorgon, but I not really. It's iffy. Like, he's great and all, sure, but it's just I'd rather play Hillbilly, to be honest. Hillbilly does the same thing. This new trap here. And then, like, if you just want to go back, it's like, okay, let's go back. I have no terror radius because I have the undetectable, as mentioned earlier. And we have 6 stacks to save the best for last. I'm going for more. Oh. Is this how we're playing it? Okay, so they just broke my teleporter back over there with my obsession, so I'm gonna use my lunge and try to take her out. Sharp left or sharp right? Counters it hardcore. I can use it there. Try to get a little closer. You could use it point blank. But it's not easy to do around sharp edges. Not gonna be able to take her out. I set a trap so I can teleport. Go into the middle generator. She'll start seeing me pop up already, so they know I'm coming. Just because your vision's not there yet doesn't mean that it isn't there. So she's straight line, she can't avoid that. But it doesn't benefit from save the best for last. It doesn't take any benefit, in fact. It's just kind of trashy. So I use my lunge. I hurt the obsession. I want to make sure that when she jumps in there, I got vision of her so it blocks, but I didn't. So it won't block. Hopefully keep the obsession away for now. got scared at least. That slowed her down a bit. Still not locked. Jesus Christ. Good loops, man. Good loops. I'm gonna kill you, though. Oh, I'm coming. What you got? What you got? No, you're dead. Alright, I think I'm taking her to the basement. Yeah. Basement it is. I still got 3 generators on my plate, so we're okay for now. One achievement I am going for right now is the close 30 hatches, so you're actually gonna see me likely let something go. Ah, damn, behind me. You also cannot teleport unless the power gauge is full for that. So that's an important fact. Yeah, I see you. That's Bremper's though, man. Gotta love it. Straight line, she's beelining to the window. Bad idea. Don't beeline to the window. That's the grounds to get yourself smacked. Hi, you. Yeah, you trying to loot me again? Oh, yep, you almost got it. Alright. What the? Okay, that one should have hit. Losing my mind here. That second one should. Oh, dead. You made a boo-boo. Ooh, the disconnect. Going through the largest loop she can, she's just like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should just disconnect. It's okay. I know the Fog Whisperers have taught people well. I'm not about that business. But not over there at that far generator. I'm actually going to set one up here too. Now I am limited on what I can set down, so I kind of hope they do destroy it. Oh, they're over at that other one, but that's all right. I don't really like you destroying my stuff. I probably can't reach that one yet. Yeah, it's a bit far. But we will take advantage of that. And slap you on the hook. 2 down, 1 to go. I say 1 to go because, again, I'm gonna try to make sure I find the trap door and close it. She's at the furthest jump. So I'm gonna go ahead and place. Come on, let me place trap. So watching the gens is kind of cool. It's got benefits, but she sees me coming. She can run. I was just checking to see if they were anywhere else. Let's see, where are you hiding? Oh, it's the injured one. Oh. Let's go look for my obsession now. Oh, well, shit. Let's hope I find that hatch first. All I want to do is close it. That's all I want. I'll let her go. I don't care. Of course they disconnect. Now, I don't think he's like the best killer ever. I just don't think people adapt very well. Oh, she found the hatch, man. How is it? Hatch? Hello? Don't hear it. I don't see it. Come on. All I want is the hatch. Wasn't down where I was it? On the hill, maybe? Oh, oh, damn it. All I wanted to do was close it. But what I was gonna do was slug her, find the obsession, and then go. Damn! I hate that hatch achievement. I've actually done quite a bit 5 already, but is what it is. It's whether or not you find it first. I will hope that people just bring keys and jump in front of me in the hatch and just go in so I can close it right after them. I just let them keep doing it. But other than that, Demogorgon's alright. You can have fun with them. You can have fun with most killers. I mean, fun's subjective. But if you want to try to win, I recommend Hillbilly over Demogorgon. Like, the teleport just, you can't see it from the Demogorgon's perspective, but the teleport's got a lot of weaknesses. There are risks that survivors take to cleanse it, but just being situationally aware. If you're looking at the hole he comes out of, it gives you plenty of warning he's popping up. He slowly rises out of it, compared to the vision where you just pop out. So, you have time to walk away. If you have urban evasion, just go crouch away and trust me, they won't find you. Other than that, he's just discount Hillbilly. Being able to do that long-range attack, it comes with downfall of being very slow on recovery compared to a normal attack, and that's also on a miss. Sorry. And, really, in all honesty, my opinion on him is he's not worth $12. So unless you are a super fan of that flower thing, $12 is a bit pricey for any killer in this game. If you like the 2 survivors and you like the whole like series, jump in it. But fair warning, you got a free killer that's just like him but better, and they're already kind of reworking him. A lot of people might complain at first until they get used to it, but if you need to dodge the lunge, if his mouth opens up, make a sharp left or a sharp right, you'll dodge it. Turn corners. Don't run in a straight line. Doesn't matter how far you think you are from it. The risk is that you lunge at your ass and get you. Windows, obviously, a very good weakness. Doesn't take very long to charge it, but the longer he charges it, the further he goes. Keep that in mind. And that's really all I got, so thank you all for watching. If you like the Demogorgon, let me know. I appreciate it when people do like what they have. But if you have issues or questions, feel free to let me know. What's your opinion on the Demogorgon? And that's really it. So I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good game.